So when I got home, Little Puff let me know that he was hungry. So I went in the house and I made a pot of coffee, and I grabbed the cat food and came out here and put a little bit in the bowl for him. And of course, every time I make a pot of coffee, I bring out the used coffee filter from what was already sitting in the coffee pot. And the reason I do that is because I'm going to be putting the coffee grounds into my raised beds. We've got, I don't know, when I did the calculation for the square footage for what we have here, I calculated totally wrong. I think I was just so tired, and my brain had been going over like so many different things, and so I apologize for anybody that saw that video, and but nobody called me out on it. Nobody double checked my math. No, nobody put a comment in there saying otherwise. But anyway, a 4 foot by 8 foot section, right, is 32 square foot. In my other video, I had said that every bit of this was 32 square foot, and I was just absolutely totally wrong on my calculations. I don't know, maybe I needed more coffee, but 8 foot, or 8 times 4, right, it's 32. So 8 and 8 is 16, and then another 8 and 8 is another 16. So 16 and 16 is 32. And one 4 by 8 raised bed. So back here's another 32 square foot. That one in the back is another 32 square foot. That's a 4 by 4, and that's a 4 by 4. So you combine those, that's another 32 square foot. So that's a lot of space when you consider a lot of people's gardens aren't really much bigger than that. But what we're planning on doing is expanding probably down to that tree, along this fence, down to around the tree is. So it'll be 50 feet out from the white fence all the way up, even with the cottage here. And we got some fencing. Might need to get some more to go around that. Mainly to keep the critters out, the deer out, the best we can, because you can never really keep, you can never totally keep critters out of your garden. You can do your best, but our plans are on the other side of that fence, back there in the back 40 area, where the deer like to go and graze. We're going to do some research. We're going to find out what exactly do deer like, and we're going to see if we can have a field full of that. I know they love the clover and other plants and things like that, but we're going to find, for this climate, this area where we live, find the best thing that we can put out for the deer. So if they have what they like out there in the back 40, then more than likely they'll just leave our stuff alone. That's the plan, man. That's the plan, man. Okay, so looks like Little Puff got his belly full. Did you get your belly full? Oh, did you get your belly full? Now you want to be lazy and lay around? Look how thin he looks. After he lost all that hair that he had on him over the winter time, he looks skinny. What you got on your leg? Oh, you got a leaf on your leg. Okay. Alright, well, I'm thinking that what Little Puff needs now is some fresh water. You got any? Yeah, he's still got water in there. Got a couple of bugs in there. Let me wash that out. Alright, get this thing going. Wash the bugs out. Get out, the boogie. Alright. That's good. Put that back over there. You turn it off. Alright. Now Little Puff's got some fresh water. Little Puff got you some fresh water. Little Puff got you some fresh water. Alright, so I'm thinking the coffee's probably done, so I need to go in and rinse out my coffee cup and get me a cup of coffee. I think everybody else is still in bed. So I did some mowing over there from where that gate goes in. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I threw my arm up and he jumped. But from where the gate is up to the little compost pile up on the other side of where we're going to park the tractor and the lawnmower, and then back this way over there to the other gate going into the back 40. I took the lawnmower over there and I mowed. Here, let me go over there and show you. But anyway, I wanted to know what the path is. So I needed to know where the path is that when we drive our vehicles and pull a camper or a trailer or whatever in through here, then what would the path be? So I got all this mowed. Let me zoom this thing out. There we go. So you can tell where I got it mowed, going up towards, like around this way, going up there, and that's where we're putting our compost. And then back this way, you can see kind of where I mowed. I might need to kind of curve it out a little bit better here, but that also gives me an idea. Kenneth and I were talking yesterday, and we were like, this area right here, because up next to the cottage we're going to park a camper. It's going to take up some space over there, but it shouldn't come this way much more than the cottage does. But we'll put it there so that we can have water and electricity. You know, be able to work on the camper right there. Got that little gate down there we can go in and out of, and then work on the camper there. But the rest of this here, Kenneth said that'd be a great place for some raised bed gardens. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to fill this in with 4x8 squares, and maybe some just raised beds without borders, just to see what we can do. And of course you can see the driving path going up through out there, and it also leaves kind of some space up in here. You know, what am I going to do for all this space other than let chickens roam? So the chickens can roam around and, you know, eat everything. But I don't know. Maybe it's going to be more garden. We could end up with so much garden that we just have way too much. But then again, I do need a spot for some fig trees. And what was the other trees? I forget what the other trees were we were thinking of doing. But back in the back 40 area back there, we're going to put in a little orchard, and we're going to do peaches, plums, pears, apples, maybe some crab apples. And I've got a couple of fig trees. I'm thinking that might be a good spot for some fig trees. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Do chickens eat figs? I don't know. But we'll find out, won't we? Got any ideas? Make a comment below. Let me know what you think I should do.